Okay, let's roll right into our winning team for today's 17th annual UNOH 175 NASCAR Camping World Truck Series. And our winning driver is Cole Custer. He drives the number 00 Haas Automation Chevrolet. He's joined by crew chief Joe Shear Jr. And Cole becomes the youngest winner in NASCAR National Series history, 16 years, 7 months, 28 days. He is a NASCAR Next member and certainly had an outstanding performance out here today. I also heard that race sponsor UNOH provided you with an extra special presentation out there in Victory Lane that you might want to share with us as well. But just congratulations, Cole. Just talk about how this victory feels.
I mean, it's great. I mean, we've been, this is our 7th race or something like that, and we've been pretty good every single time we've gone out, and just we've qualified always good and just kind of struggled in the race. Not struggled, but just ran top 10 or whatever, and was finally having to have a great truck this weekend, and we was able to take the lead, which is a big deal because the clean air was so good. And after that, we just kind of pulled away and was trying to manage my tires a little bit. And
yes.
After that, it was just trying to get back to the front when we took 4 tires, which I think was a great call since we 2 tires was not as fast. It was hard to pass, but we were able to get up there. So, I mean, it could have gone either way, but definitely it turned out good. And, yeah, UNOH offered me a scholarship. I can't believe that. And
presidential scholarship, I'm told. They just don't hand those out. Trust me. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Very, very exciting day today. You held off the series, defending series champion. And how did that feel to, come back up there after you kind of got shuffled in the pack there a little bit, and you had to come up there through the ranks? Tell us how you did that.
Well, when I got back there, I was able to get my timing down on the restarts. My first one was okay, and then after that, I started really trying to time it right and get good runs down the straightaway. And I could see where Matt was getting to the gas every single time, so I knew how to get a good run on him. And after that, it was just trying to hold off Bubba for the win, and had to get a little bit rough on my way up there. But I mean, that's just racing. I think I didn't wreck anybody, so I mean, it's just so hard to pass. But that's pretty much just our day.
And crew chief Joe Shear Jr. Joe, congratulations on this win today. It has to be one of the biggest ones you've been involved with, I would think.
Oh, for sure. I love how Cole is so humble. Yeah, we've had a great season. I mean, we got a young, great driver here that shows. Like we've only run out of the top 10 like twice since we've been in this organization, and we've got 2 track records, 2 poles. The kid's doing a fantastic job, and I think it's just hilarious how humble he is about how good his career is starting here, and we have great people to thank. Gene Haas and Smith Transportation and Chevrolet. Chevrolet did a lot for us coming here. They believe in us. We got a good program with them through our whole organization, and I'm speechless. It's amazing how quick he's adapted and how good he is, and I'm looking forward to many more of these.
And you join a pretty good group of NASCAR Next drivers to have scored wins in the National Series. There's only been 7. And I'm going to read that list real quick. Ryan Blaney, Jeb Burton, Chase Elliott, Eric Jones, Kyle Larson, Darrell Wallace Jr., and now we can add the name Cole Custer. Congratulations.
Thank you. I mean, that's an honor to be with those names. I mean, those guys, they get it done, and it's not easy to keep up with those guys when you race against them. And I can't believe I'm on the same list as those guys right now.
We'll take questions now for either Cole or Joe. We'll start here with Lewis, and then we'll go to the gentleman on the front row.
Yep. Louis Frank of Reuters. Cole, a lot of people are going to talk about your youth, but in pure racing terms, you dominated a race until a pit stop. You came back. You did fine restarts. A lot of the people in Cup are still struggling with restarts. When you look back at this, what, aside from the win, what's going to be the favorite thing about your victory today?
I don't know. I mean, this is a pretty special race for our team because probably half or 3/4 of our guys are all from New England. So, I mean, this is a big race for us. And just trying to win for those guys and trying to, I mean, I love this state. It's just, love this track too. The fans are awesome. And it was always one of my favorite tracks growing up too. So, I mean, I can't believe I get to win. I get to come here and be in victory lane and celebrate a win.
Let's go to this gentleman right here on the front row.
Nicholas Tito with YankeeRacer.com. My question is for Joe. Can you talk about the strategy, the decision to take the 4 tires, knowing you'd lose the track position late in this race?
Well, honestly, I think there was like 30 laps to go. I really thought everybody would come in and put 4 tires on. And when I looked up when we were putting our left sides on and everybody was leaving, I was like, uh-oh. But like I told TV and everything, I was like, well, we have a good truck and there's still a lot of laps to go. And when we got up to 4th, then I felt pretty good about it, and it all worked out.
Any other questions? Let's go to Rick.
Cole, obviously everybody's going to describe you as some sort of a prodigy. Would you mind kind of going through at what age you would have done X and Y and Z to get to this spot in your life?
When I was 5, I started out in quarter midgets in California, and then I moved up to focus midgets when I was 12, I think, and then I moved up to late models when I was 14, and then ran the K&N East car at 15 and a half, and then 16 started running some truck races this year.
Let's go to Kenny Bruce back in the corner, and then we'll go back to Lewis.
Kenny Bruce with NASCAR.com. Cole, realistically, what were your expectations coming into this year, knowing you're just going to get a handful of starts and kind of go out there and get comfortable in this series?
I think I knew that we could win. I wanted to win, but after the first few races, I could see that these guys were better than I thought. Everybody knows that they're good, but, I mean, these guys, Johnny Sauter and Matt Crafton, all those veterans, and Ron Hornaday, they really know what they're doing and how to put you in a bad spot or how to just get by you on these tracks. They just have so much experience. And I think after the first race, I knew that we could run top 10, and I thought that we could probably get some top 5s. And then if we had a good truck like today, I thought we could definitely win.
Let's go to Lewis and then back to Rick.
Yeah, Louis Frank again from Reuters. Joe, could you tell us how you found this? How you found Cole? I mean, I know he won here in the K&N. I don't know if he was with your organization then.
Well, I really got a call from Joe Custer through Johnny Sauter because Johnny ran for Cole Custer and Haas before, and this opportunity came up, and he basically told him to hire me, and then me and Joe talked, and I've known Joe for a little while, but not really a lot, and then he called me, and we started talking, and we kind of did it in the beginning before he was still running K&N stuff, so I got to watch him run in that, and I kind of got to go with him and do a little stuff with him and feel him out. And then we started working on our truck program, started testing, and then I knew right there it was going to be a great fit. And we've had success from testing to where we're at right now, understanding where we started from, and I'm happy. I think Cole is too, and I think the whole organization is, and I hope Gene Haas is, and I'm I'm ready for more.
Let's go back to Rick.
Joe, what makes him ready to do this at this age? What is it about his makeup?
Well, he's got a great feel for the truck or anything he's been in. I don't know a lot of, I know he come from the dirt stuff, so I think when he went from quarter midgets and then he started running like midgets on dirt and stuff, I think it's a great way for a driver to feel where they have to race to find grip, and it's perfect for. It works out great for these heavy trucks and heavy vehicles because you have to search around the racetrack to find grip. So that's a great part of it. And then he just adapts. He learns. He doesn't talk much. He just takes everything in. He's like a computer. He just takes everything in and he learns, and he's doing a fantastic job.
Zach, and then Lee. Right there, Zach, over your shoulder.
Yeah, Zach Albert, NASCAR.com. Cole, it's kind of where do you go from here? I mean, where do you see yourself in a year or two? I know it's there's a couple of years before, a year and a half or so before you're even cleared to run on the bigger tracks. But realistically, where do you see yourself? Coming up, 18 years old, 21 years old, those longer term.
I mean, if we can, it all depends on how much success you have. I mean, if we keep having success and winning races and getting poles, I'll try and move up. But I mean, we can't see that far into the future right now. But definitely everybody wants to go to Cup. I mean, I don't know anybody who'd want to. I don't know. Everybody wants to try and get to the ultimate goal in Cup.
Go to Lee.
Does it even register with you when you're sitting there at the restart and Matt Crafton, the series champion, is in front of you, and you just kind of powered it in there and went for the lead? I mean, you knew how strong your truck was, obviously, because you dominated the first 3 quarters of the race. But what's going through your mind at that point? And will you take your victory flag to show and tell on Monday?
I knew I could get a good restart because I had been timing it pretty good, and then I was able to get a good restart. I probably would have beat him to the line if I didn't hit the brake. And then I tried to. I knew that air was going to be a big factor. When you got behind people, I would get really tight, and so I knew I had to get it done right in there. Or the restart before that, I was actually working him kind of a little bit, but I don't know if it's just so hard to pass. I think we would have been close, but I don't know if we would have gotten him or not. But I was just trying to figure out how to stay out of the air and try and just get it on right on that restart.
So was you thinking about anything?
You got so quiet on the radio with Joe after that pit stop that,
I just don't say anything. I don't know. I keep it to myself.
What about Corelli? How much of a help is having somebody who has raced these guys and raced these series?
He's been great. I mean, he's been doing the whole, every time I'm racing at a companion event with the Cup Series in the K9 or truck, he's been spotting for me. He's done a great job, and I've been able to have some real great spotters. Like last year I had Eddie DeHaan, and then Rick Corelli this year's just been awesome for us. Won 2 races with him, or 3 actually, and it's just he's helped me a lot.
Any additional questions? Right here, front row.
Nicholas Tito with Yankee Racer. Cole, can you tell us about if there's something to these shorter tracks that suit you, Richmond, Iowa, Phoenix, and now here, that you just run so well at time and time again?
They're fast and they have grip, so it's just they're not. I wouldn't define any of these Richmond or Phoenix or New Hampshire like a short track. It's not at all. You're still getting effects from air and everything. Really, I'd say the only short track we go to now is probably Martinsville. I think just from my background, I think I'm used to having a lot of grip and just driving it real hard instead of just trying to putt around and try and save tires or doing whatever. So, I mean, I think I just adapt to that well.
Anything else? Well, congratulations, Cole. Congratulations, Joe. And I'm sure we'll be seeing a lot more of you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Congratulations, buddy.